Apple Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice. Classic games on our tabletops. Good morning, everybody. This is Apple Brian and Apple Baseball Classics. I'm on a little earlier today. I've got some responsibilities this afternoon, so I'm going to play my game this morning. And that game is Strat-o-Matic Baseball, tabletop baseball. And we were playing through the 1960 tournament. It was a best-of-3 series between the teams to get eliminated. We're down to the ALCS Championship Series for the American League. The game yesterday, the Chicago White Sox beat the New York Yankees in game 1, and that score was 6-4. So this is game 2. Yankees eliminated the Indians 6-1. They lost 6-1. Then they beat the Indians 5-4 and 65. While the White Sox swept 2 from Boston in the semifinals, 4-1 and 7-5. Here are your starting lineups for today's games. First of all, for the Chicago White Sox, we have Louis Aparicio at shortstop, Nellie Fox at second base, Minnie Minoso in left field, Roy Sievers at first base, Al Smith is in right field, Gene Freeze at third base, Jim Landis in center, Sherm Lauder is catcher, and Early Wynn is on the mound, Hall of Fame pitcher. For the New York Yankees, they're going to lead off with Bobby Richardson at second base, Tony Kubek at shortstop, Mickey Mantle in center field, Roger Maris in right, Bill Skowron at first, Yogi Berra in left field, Elston Howard catching, Clete Boyer at third, and 15-game winner in 1960. He won 19 actually in 59. Art Ditmar. We're ready to go. We're not ready to go. I did not bring the dice to the table. All right, so stepping out of the box is Louis Aparicio. This is a sudden death game. If New York loses, this series is over, and then we'll go to the World Series best of 3 between the Milwaukee Braves and whoever wins this series. All right, Art Ditmar delivers to Louis Aparicio, 1-5. Base hit for Aparicio. Split chance 1-15. That was a line drive over Bobby Richardson's head. And the speedy Louis Aparicio is at first. He is a double-A stealer, so he will try to go. And easily is safe with a stolen base. Nellie Fox is the batter. All-star second baseman for the Chicago White Sox. Right now he is a veteran player. 2-7. Excuse me, ground ball at third. Oh, we just lost one of our cameras. 5-3. Let's get that back up. Actually, StreamYard dropped two of the cameras, the one on the field and the one that's showing the cards. And we're just about ready to go. Okay, there's the cards back. And now let's get our field back. I think the problem was my router is in a closet in the hallway near the living room, and might be too many walls between me and where I'm at. I'm close to the door in my little man cave here, and down the hallway is the router. All right, we should be back in order in a second. We may just show the cards if I can't get all this going. All right. Good. Okay, I think we're back. Apologize for that. This is live. Of course, if I was doing this recording, I could just edit all this mistake out. Manny Minoso steps into the box. He's a Hall of Famer. There's several Hall of Famers in this game. 1-5 is a base on balls to Manny Minoso. He takes first. And the White Sox have 2 on with 1 out. Minoso's at first. Aparicio's at second. Led off the game with a single and stole second. A lot of speed on the base pass here. Here is Royce Sievers. 6-9 is the roll. And split chance is 20. That's a 2-base single scoring Aparicio. White Sox go up 1-0. And Sievers has an RBI. White Sox are the visiting team. We are playing this game at Yankee Stadium. Here is Al Smith. Three-six is, that's a base hit. It's been single, ground out, single, 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 and the White Sox are putting a ton of pressure on the Yankees in this elimination game. Another run scores. 2-0. As Minoso scores on that, Sievers goes to third, and Al Smith is at first with only 1 out. Gene Freeze. 1-9 is another hit for Gene Freeze. 1-9 is a split chance. 2, that's going to be a double 2-base advance. Scores Sievers. Smith goes to third. Freeze is at second with an RBI double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits in the first. If it's raining, it's pouring. 3-0 Chicago. And Casey Stengel says timeout, and he goes out to the mound to visit with Bart Ditmore. He's going to do more of the visit. I think he's going to take him out. Just didn't have it today. Ditmore goes 1/3 of an inning, gives up 3 runs, but he's responsible for runners on second and third. All right, new pitcher for New York is Bullet Bob Turley. Bob Turley will be brought in. 3.28, 9-game winner in 1960. He's got second and third, 1 out. The Yankees are playing the infield back. It's already been a big inning, but it could get worse if they have a drawn-in infield with a ground ball going through. Jim Landis will lead off, or will come to the plate for the White Sox, 253 hitter in 1960. 5, 5 ground ball shortstop. X Kubek is a 2, 3 on the split chance. And that is a base hit, but the Sox play another runner as the runners advance on the ground out to the middle of the infield. RBI for Landis. It's 4-0 Chicago in the first. Sherm Lawler. Lawler is a 252 hitter. The pitcher Early Win is on deck. He's going to go ahead and pitch to Lawler. 6-3 is a ground ball first base. X, that's Muscauer. He's a 3. Base hit through the infield. Well, the Yankees get burned for not walking the 8th place hitter. RBI for Lawler. Free scores. It is 5-0 Chicago. Now the pitcher Early Win. 6-4 is a ground ball shortstop. X 19-2 is an error on Tony Kubek. They've been out there a while. E6, first and second. We've been through the order, and here we go again. Louis Aparicio. 3-9 is a drive into the alley for little Louis. It's a split chance. It's going to be cut off and held to a single. Two base advance, 1-10 is a double. It's 11. Aparicio is 2 for 2 in the inning. And let's see. We just had the iPad camera crash again. Lawler scored. One goes to third. And the score is 5-0. We may have to just go. I usually use 3 cameras in these broadcasts. I may have to just go with 2 today. Or I could use my computer. Maybe it'll go better if I set up the computer. I'll try one more time with the iPad. First and third. Here is Nellie Fox. 2-12 is a line drive to first base. That's it. 3 out. Let's see, 3 outs in the inning. But there were 5 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. 1 error. 2 left. Go to the bottom of the first. White Sox 5. The Yankees haven't even had a chance to bat yet. All right. Bobby Richardson will lead off for New York in the first. We're going to do this game this way, and I'm a little tired of having everything crash. So when White Sox will be on your left, Yankees will be on your right. We'll do it this way. All right, here, and we'll have a score sheet right here. All right, Early Win has completed his warm-up tosses, and Bobby Richardson steps into the plate for New York. 6-8 is a fly ball to left field. Left fielder is Minnie Minoso. He makes the catch, and Richardson is the first out for the Yankees in the first inning. There's Tony Kubek. 4-9 is a base hit for Kubek. We'll put Kubek at first. Here's Mickey Mantle. 4-8 is base on balls. Yankees are responding. They need base runners. Already down by 5. First and second. There is the 1960 MVP, Roger Maris, former Cleveland Indian, former Kansas City Athletic. The Kansas City A's were a pipeline for the Yankees. It was almost like they were a minor league team in the late 50s and early 60s until Charlie Finley bought the A's. Pitch to Roger Maris, 2-6. 18 is a line drive on the line to Nellie Fox, who makes the catch. Bad break for the Yankees. That could have possibly produced a run. Now 2 outs, 2 on. Mantle's at first, Kubek's at second, and here is Bill Skowron, 309 with 26 homers in the 1960 season. 5-7 is a ground ball to second base, 17 on the split dive. Fox is a 2, and he makes the play. That's it for the Yankees. They get 1 run. Well, they get no runs on 1 hit. No errors and 2 left. We go to the top of the second inning. It's the Chicago White Sox 5 and the New York Yankees nothing. Vinny Minoso will lead off for Chicago in the top of the second inning. And Bull Bob Turley, who came in relief for Whitey for Art Ditmar. Ditmar's responsible for 1, 2, 3, 4, all 5 runs. And all 5 were earned as the air didn't come till later. Here is Minoso stepping into the box. 5-4, fly ball center field X. Mantle is a 1 defender, 17 on the split die. That's going to be an out. I'm going to go ahead and use the same line for the second inning. 1 down. Roy Sievers singled and drove in a run in the first. 4-7 is a base on balls to Roy Sievers. So he's been on base twice. No speed, he is slow. Stealer and 1 through 8 base running. Al Smith comes to the plate. 2-6 is a ground ball third base. That's a double play ground ball. 5, 4-3. So Ditmar faces the minimum. No runs, no hits, nobody left, no errors. Go to the bottom of the second. It is 5-0 Chicago. All right, I saw early one pitch 2 or 3 times as a kid. Once before he retired, once or twice before he retired, and I saw him pitch in an old timers game after he retired. Saw him pitching with the Cleveland Indians. Let's see. Yogi Berra is the hitter for New York in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch from early win to Yogi Berra. 3-8 is a ground ball to the shortstop, fielded by Louis Aparicio to throw across the diamond. 1 down. Elston Howard. 5-9 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs. Clete Boyer. 3-9 is a drive by Boyer. It could be, it is out of here, and the Yankees have a start on trying to crawl back into this game. Solo home run that it is. 5-1 Chicago. Here's Bob Turley. He's using batting card number 1. 2-8 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 outs, but the Yankees on 1 hit. Score 1 run, no errors, nobody left. Go to the top of the third inning. Chicago 5 and New York 1. Gene Freese, who went on to play with the 1961 National League Championship Cincinnati Reds. Third baseman for Chicago, steps into the box against Bob Turley. 3-7 is a fly ball to left field. That's Yogi Berra out there patrolling left field, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Jim Landis. 4-6 is a base on balls. Joined on the broadcast today by Bruins fan. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, he wants his money back for this pay-per-view show. It's been rough. We have a ton of internet. We use Google, but that's going to change in January. Our whole condo is going to Spectrum, and I think I'll have it. See if I can have a wire just run directly to the computer. Maybe that'll help. So you can only see this away score on the scoreboard there, so it's not viewable. That camera went down. And he said that's much better. No need for multiple cameras. So that's where we're at. We're just using the two cameras. Okay, here we go with Landis getting a walk. He's on first base. With speed, he is an A stealer, won the 17 base running. Nelson Howard will take 2 off that steal number. So his chances of steal are 1 to 13 should he decide to take off. Sherm Lawler is the batter, and he singled and drove in a runner in the first inning to pitch to the White Sox catcher. 5-4 is a fly ball center field. Mantle is a 1 in center field. 6 on the split die. That's a catch. Runner holds. 2 outs. And now the pitcher, Early Wynn, using batting card number 3. 3-8 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Thank you, Bruins fan, for joining the NFL Pick Show last night. I noticed this morning, when I got this morning, there were 50 views on that show, so that was pretty good. That's kind of an improvement. We go to the bottom of the third. Early Wynn returns to the mound, and the Yanks are at the top of the order. Bobby Richardson. He can do some things on the base pass if he can get on. Here's a pitch to Bobby. 2-5 is a base hit for Bobby Richardson. He's on. Base stealer C. They have Sox also have a 2 defensive catcher. That's Lawler. Will take 2 off the stealing number. Yankees need to play for big innings, though. They're down by 4 runs. It's 5-1. Tony Kubek. 3-8 is a drive by Kubek. It is a home run for Tony Kubek, a 2-run homer, and the Yankees are crawling back in this game against Hall of Famer Early Wynn. 5-3 now. Chicago leads. They cut to 2 runs. Mickey Mantle steps into the box. 2-8 is a drive by Mantle. It is out of here. 3 home runs by the Yankees, and now they trail by only 1 run. Manager Al Lopez comes out to talk to Early Wynn, give him a breather. Roger Maris steps in. He's the 1960 AL MVP, 39 homers in 1960. Here's the pitch to Maris. 6-8 fly to left field. And that's caught by Minnie Minoso for the first out in this loud third inning for the Yankees. Bill Skowron. Two-8 is a strike. 2-8 is a strikeout. Bruins fan says, enjoy the NFL Pick Shows. When can I get time to join in? You can join us live for sure. I'll send you an invite to be with Dan and I next Tuesday if you would like to do that. See, Bruins fan also says he has Spectrum. We have Spectrum in the TV, and we've had that for years and been happy with it. But the whole condo voted to go everything, Wi-Fi and TV. They had some kind of a 10-year deal, and that went up, so they renewed it. Here is Yogi Berra with 2 outs, 3 runs in the inning. 5-10 is a catcher's card X, catcher's a 2. 15 on the split die is a foul out. And that's the end of the Yankee 3rd inning. There were 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and nobody left. It is Chicago 5 and New York 4 going to the top of the 4th inning. All right, Bob Turley back on the mound for New York. He'll be facing the top of the Chicago order. Louis Aparicio, who is 2 for 2 with a stolen base and scored a run, steps into the box. 1-8 is a base hit for little Louis. He is 3 for 3. What did he do yesterday? Aparicio, the last game was 3 for 5, so he is swinging a red-hot bat, 6 for 8 in this series. Aparicio, at first, he's a double-A stealer, and there he goes. I got wrong this. There he goes, the steal second. 3, he has stolen it just as easy as he did the first time. He's in scoring position, nobody out, and Nellie Fox, the batter. Fox is 0 for 2. 3-6 is a split chance line drive to Bobby Richardson at second, caught. 1 out. Minnie Minoso. I've got 2 bedrooms in my condo, but the location of the wireless is in a closet, which is in a hallway leading from the living room back to the bedrooms. Here we go with Minoso, 1 for 2. 3-9 is a ground ball to third base. Let's see. Leonard is going to get to go to third, but Minoso's out. Aparicio's at third with 2 outs. Royce Sievers. Sievers has been on base twice, singled, and he has walked. 1-8 is a ground out to Tony Kubek at shortstop. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. With the bottom of the 4th inning, 5-4 Chicago. Elston Howard will lead off the bottom of the 4th for the Yankees. And here's a pitch from Early Wynn. 5-10. Catcher's card X, catcher's a 2. That's Lawler. And 3-2 is going to be out on a dribbler in front of the plate. Brings up Clete Boyer, who hated playing in his home ballpark, Yankee Stadium. He felt like right field was too far and too difficult. He could have learned to try to hit the ball down the line. Yogi Berra really majored on that at Yankee Stadium. He would hit the ball down either line. 1-7 is a fly ball to left field. Minnie Minoso is under it. Makes the catch. There's 2 down, and now the pitcher, Bob Turley, has been throwing pretty well. He's going to hit, stay in. 4-5 is a ground ball shortstop X. Aparicio's a 1, and he makes that play. 3 up and 3 down for the Yankees. Let's go to the top of the 5th. 5-4 Chicago. Al Smith, who was an outstanding football player in high school, is believe that there was one game where he scored 10 touchdowns in one game. He must have been pretty shifty. I mean, if you get 10 touchdowns in one game, somebody's missing tackles. Here we go with Al Smith, top of the 5th inning. 4-6 is a base on balls. He's fast, C stealer, 1 through 16 base runner. And Gene Freeze is the batter, 273, so I don't, 17 home runs. I don't gain anything. Batting average rise by going to a hit and run in basic strat here. And I give up his 17 home runs, so we're not going to hit and run. Here's the pitch to Freeze. 4-9 is a split chance line drive just beyond the reach of Bobby Richardson. Smith goes to second, and the first two White Sox have reached in the 5th. Looking to extend a 1-run lead. They're leading 5-4. The batter is Jim Landis. He had a short stint with the Kansas City A's in Kansas City. Mostly he played with the White Sox in his career. 6-10, catcher's card X. 10-2 is a little dribbler in front of the plate. Elson Howard throws to Skowron at first to get the out. Runners move up to second and third. Now there's one out. So it's official. Aaron Judge will stay a Yankee. How do you feel about that? You know, he was looking at San Francisco. I think Cashman was extended also at New York, so he's going to be there a while longer also. Here's Lawler with 1 out, 2 on. Before is a line drive to Richardson. Everybody freezes, and the runners don't advance. 2 outs. Early win. It's kind of hard to have him stay in with 2 men in scoring position. There are 2 outs. And Wynn has retired his last 6 hitters after that barrage in the 3rd inning. He's going to stay in. 2 sevens, a swing and miss, strike 3. Sox might regret it, not making that change. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. White Sox 5 and the Yankees 4. Bruins fan doesn't care. He's not a Yankee fan at all. I used to hate watching the Yankees when Joe Girardi was their manager because their games just took 4 hours. I mean, they were interminable. I do like watching Judge play. He is such a good, he's like Maris was. He's a good defensive outfielder with a strong arm. A lot bigger than Maris was. Top of the order for New York, Bobby Richardson steps into the box. Yankees still down by 1. Halfway through, there's the pitch to Bobby Richardson. 2-8 is popped up on the infield. Louis Aparicio moves toward the mound, flips down the shades, and makes the catch. 1 down. Tony Kubek. I really liked listening to Tony Kubek as a broadcaster analyst. 2-7 is popped up also on the infield. This is going to be Roy Seaver's ball. And the catch, 2 outs. Watched a hour show on the MLB channel a couple of weeks ago about Tony Kubek's broadcasting. Here is Mickey Mantle. Mantle's gone deep in this game and walked. 5-3 is a base on balls here. Early win, taking no chances with 2 outs. But he's got to face Roger Maris with Mantle at first. Mantle's got some speed. He's a B stealer. 1-13, or 1-11 rather, he'll be safe. That's a little better than 55% chance. With 2 outs, if he's thrown out, Maris is leading off with nobody on base. So we'll hold it first, let him hit. Here's the pitch to Roger. 4-8. Roger walks. The M&M boys are on base. One M's at first, the other M's at second. Bill Scowen, 2 outs, 2 on. Early win into the stretch. Here's the pitch. 5-8. A swing and a miss, strike 3. Scowen strikes out in the clutch. No hits, no runs, no errors, 2 left. We go to the top of the 6th. Chicago White Sox 5 and the New York Yankees 4. My favorite player to watch is Paul Goldschmidt. I like his attitude and his professionalism. I do agree. My daughter helped us buy a little vacation to Denver this past summer, and that was a very fun trip. We did so much, rode horses in the mountains, and the hotel we stayed in was different. It was like a 2-bedroom apartment, and we were within a walking distance, maybe a half a mile, or probably, I'd say half a mile from Coors Field. And then you look the other direction, you could see where the Broncos play. And so we went to a game, and Goldschmidt struck out once, but I think he hit for the cycle in that game. And I missed his last at bat because it was like 100 degrees, and I was melting. So we left an inning or 2 early, and I missed his last hit. But I do think Goldschmidt hit for the cycle that day. Louis Aparicio, top of the order for the White Sox, leads off the top of the 6th inning. Aparicio leads off with a single. What else? He is 4 for 4, 7 hits in his last 2 days. He is red hot. Nellie Fox. I'm going to keep tempting Face. He's stolen second base twice. There he goes again. This time, yeah, he's out this time. My home rules on the steals, I take 2 off. If there is two catcher, we take 2 off. Now, in basic strat, I think on AA stealers, you don't let the catchers affect. You just stay straight up, but I don't play that way. My home rule is that if I've got a 2 catcher, he's still a 2 catcher, regardless of how fast the base runner is. So little Louis is caught that time. Out 2-6. Here's the pitch to Nellie Fox. 4-9 is a line drive to second base, caught by Bobby Richardson, 2 outs. But also, the White Sox are not going to take their foot off the gas. They've only got a 1-run lead, so I'm not going to beat myself up too much for trying to steal. 6-9 is a drive by Minoso. That's a split chance, 1 to 10's a home run, and it's 14. It's going to be a 2-base hit, 2-bagger for Minoso. He is 2 for 4 today, and on second with 2 outs, scoring position, Roy Sievers. Sievers been on base twice. 4-6 is a base on balls. He's been on base 3 times. First and second. Goldschmidt does not get the publicity I feel he deserves. I agree. Anybody who plays in the Midwest, the flyover states, they don't get talked up much. I mean, you got to really put together a career like George Brett did to get talked up. I mean, he was spectacular, Hall of Famer. I think Goldschmidt will likely be a Hall of Famer. He's at least as good as Crime Dog, who got in this year, McGriff, or will be going in the next Hall of Fame ceremony, but he's already voted in. Al Smith with 2 outs, 2 on. 6-7 is a ground ball second base X. Richardson's a 1 at second base. 5 on the split die. He makes the play. So the White Sox threaten to add to the lead, but they don't get it done. 2 hits, 2 left, no runs. Go to the bottom of the 6th inning, 5-4 Chicago. All right, here is Yogi Berra leading off for New York. Casey Stengel referred to him as my man. He never wanted to go into a big game without my man. Yogi Berra, 4-6 is a base on balls. Wynn has walked 3 in the last 2 innings. He had retired 6 in a row. Leash might be getting shorter here. Here is Austin Howard. 1-8. Base hit for Austin Howard. Berra could take 2 bases, but he's going to hold at second. His chance to go to third would be 1-10. First 2 Yanks are on, and White Sox call timeout. Now Lopez comes out to the mound. He's going to be looking to replace Early Wynn. So Wynn goes 5 innings, gives up at least 4 runs, responsible for the 2 on base. Using a 3-man rotation, Bob Shaw, though, pitched. I haven't seen Dick Donovan yet. I think we'll bring in Dick Donovan. He was a tricky sort of pitcher, breaking ball pitcher. Played with the Washington Senators for a while. And he played quite a bit for the White Sox. So Dick Donovan comes in. He is 6-1, but a high ERA. Maybe you won't use Donovan. That is too high of an ERA. 5.3. Might have some better options. He was usually a better pitcher than that. Russ Kemmerer, 3.5 ERA. Let's go with him. So Kemmerer comes on to replace Early Wynn. And he is facing the 8th hitter in the order, Clete Boyer. Two, 3 is a ground ball shortstop. It's going to be a double play. 6-4-3. Berra goes to third, but Howard's out at second. Boyer is out at first, and there's 2 outs. And the pitcher coming up. So Kemmerer got the best of all possibilities, and that may likely kill this inning. The batter is Bob Turley. He has not allowed a run since he's come on, so he's going to hit. 4-7 is a ground ball second base. X. Fox is a 2, and Fox makes that play. 4-3. That's it for the Yankee 6th. There was no runs on 1 hit, 2 left. Go to the top of the 7th inning. It is Sox 5 and the Yankees 4. Bolt Bob returns to the mound, and Kemmerer held the line there. Gene Freese steps in, top of the 7th inning. Don't have to worry about fatigue here. Turley has not pitched 7 innings yet. He came in the first, so actually this is a 7th inning work, so we do have to worry about Turley. 3 bad things happened to him on his fatigue. He would get tired, and the plus ground balls, which was the last one was a plus ground ball, that double play. Those will roll through the infield for a hit. if Curly gets tired. All right, Gene Priest steps in. 1-4 is a line drive to third base, snagged by Boyer, and Freeze is out, robbed of a base hit. Jim Landis. Ground ball to Boyer. Throw to first. Cletus doing his defensive work. He was a very good defensive third baseman. And Sherm Lawler grounds out to Richardson at third or second base. Cleaning for Bob Turley. No runs, hits, or errors. We go to the bottom of the seventh inning. White Sox are holding on to a tenuous one-run lead. Wes Kimmerer will pitch for New York, the seventh inning. He is a starter and reliever, so we will not be worried about his fatigue. And the Yankees are at the top of the order. Bobby Richardson. How do I like the broadcast crew on Thursday Night Football, Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit? I kind of like Herbstreit. I think Michaels is getting kind of old. I hate to say that. I'm getting kind of old myself. But I don't think of myself as really much of a broadcaster either. So that is what it is. Herbstreit, I've liked him down through the years with his. He works hard. He knows his college stuff. He's dipping his foot into the pros. So I think as he goes along, he'll probably get better. What do you think of that, Chris? I'm not real excited about the game moving to Amazon Prime. We have Amazon Prime, so I do watch the game. But I like to go back and forth on my channels. It's a little harder to do when you're jumping from streaming to TV. I would rather be on the NFL network as it used to be. But they didn't ask me. Bottom of the seventh inning, Bobby Richardson steps in. 4-8 is a split chance. That's going to roll around in the power alley left field in the fence. Richardson's rounding third. Rounding second, going for third. It's not an inside the park homer. It is a triple, though. Bobby Richardson leads off the inning. He is the potential tying run at third base. Kimmer is in immediate trouble here. Tony Kubek's the batter. 273 hitter. Here's a pitch to Kubek with a runner 90 feet away. 4-3 is a ground ball to pitcher B. And I used to play Strat-o-Matic, a long time ago, and I played it for years, but I don't have it in my mind what that B is. So runner out on first, other runners advance, game is tied. So it's 5-5. So the runner was out at first, so we'll take the base runner off. And score at 1-3 with an RBI for Tony Kubek. New ball game. Mickey Mantle stepping into the box. Kimmerer is a right-handed pitcher, so Mantle will be swinging from the left side. I think his power is pretty equal both sides. Watched the game with him playing against the Kansas City A's, where he had one right-handed at the very top of the third deck out in the outfield for Yankee Stadium. But I think he has just as much power left-handed. Bruins fan says, I like Herbstreit in the college game, but he doesn't fit very well with Michaels. All right, here we go. 5-7 is a fly ball to center. Jim Landis is tracking and makes the catch, 2 outs. Here's Roger Maris. And that's a fly ball to right field. Al Smith with a catch. 1 run for the Yankees on one hit leadoff triple by Bobby Richardson. We go to the top of the 8th inning with a new game, 5-5. Kurt Herbstreit can work with senior citizens. He does so on game day. Let's see. For Chicago, the pitcher, Russ Kimmerer, is scheduled to lead off. Both bullpens are not particularly deep. So he is going to go ahead and stay in the game and bat. His batting card is a 1. So I need to change that. All right, we're ready to go. Russ Kimmerer in the box. Bob Turley with his fastball may have him overmatched. Here's the pitch. 2-8 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 down. Here's the red-hot Louis Aparicio, 4 singles and 2 stolen bases today, 3 hits, one of them a double last game. Here's a pitch to little Louis. 4-11, a ground ball to Moose Gowan at first base. He's got it, steps on the bag unassisted. And finally, the Yankees retire Louis Aparicio. Nelly Fox with 2 outs. 3-10s, a ground ball to first base as well. This time he flips to Turley covering. And Scowen to Turley is the 3rd out. That's no hits, no runs, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. This game's tied 5-5. Bruce Scowen, who played a lot of defense that last half inning, will step to the plate, lead off for the Yankees. In the bottom of the 8th. Tony Romo needs to get the frog out of his throat with his broadcasting. I do like his analysis. He really knows what he's talking about, and I do enjoy that part of his broadcast. I'll tell you who has a frog in his throat. I don't know if you've ever listened to Mahomes talk very much, but he does kind of sound like Kermit the Frog a little bit. There's the pitch to Skowron. 6-10 is a fly ball to center field, 17-1. Landis is a 1 in center field, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Yogi Berra, kind of afraid if you're a White Sox fan that one of these Yankees is going to pop one. They've hit 3 home runs in this game and a triple. There's a pitch to Yogi. 4-5 is a ground ball to Fox at second. Scoops and a sidearm throw to Roy Sievers at first, 2 outs. Elston Howard. 1-10 is a long drive by Howard off the wall. It's a double, sliding double for Elston Howard. He's in scoring position with 2 outs. And the 8th place hitter, Clete Boyer, due to bat. 242 hitter. They could get Turley out of the game if they walk Boyer. Turley has no marks against his fatigue. And I think they will walk Boyer, 1st and 3rd, to get to the pitcher. So it's going to be timeout. We need to get a pitch here for Bob Turley. He pitched 6 2/3 innings and pitched very well. Gave up no runs. All right, pitch hitting for the Yankees. Let's figure that out. And we'll get a new pitcher up in the bullpen. He will be little Bobby Shantz. Will be up in the bullpen. And the pitch hitter is going to be Hector Lopez. So Lopez steps in. solid hitter, 284 in 1960. 2 outs, 2 on. Kimmer delivers to Hector Lopez. 6-8 is a base hit for Lopez, and Howard can try to score. Not very fast. 1 through, I think he is a 1 through 12. He'll be safe. I'm going to give it a shot. Here's the throw. He is safe at home. RBI for the pitch hitter, Hector Lopez. And the Yankees go up 6-5. Boyer will hold at second. Ditmar's pitch hitter, Lopez, is at first. Well, everybody at Yankee Stadium takes a big sigh of relief here. They were in danger of being eliminated. It's still not over yet, but here is the red-hot Bobby Richardson. Not sure they want to pitch to him. He's almost as hot as Aparicio, tripled and singled in this game today. And the first game, he also tripled in that game. 2 down, 2 on. 6-2 is a fly ball to center field. Jim Landis will put that away, and that's the end of the Yankee 8th. They score 1 run on 2 hits, 2 left. We go to the top of the 9th inning. New York 5 and Chicago 4. First time the Yankees have led in this game. Bobby Shantz will come on to try to nail it down for New York and give them another game and another chance. Manny Minoso is hitting for Chicago, followed by Severs and Al Smith. 3 chances left for Chicago. Here's the pitch to Minoso. 1-10 is a ground ball comebacker back to Bobby Shantz. The throw to first. And Minoso is retired. 1 out. Royce Severs. 3-6 is a drive by Severs. It is a game-tying home run. 6-6 now. Severs touches them all and gets the Yankee fans back to biting their nails. Bruins fan says that we're talking about Mahomes. Mahomes' wife is not shy with addressing the public on any issues. No, she's not shy. She's also a part owner of the Kansas City Current soccer team, and they're building a new stadium in Kansas City, not far from the river market, close to the river. And they had a great season. The Current played in the championship. They lost that championship game in Las Vegas, but they went from, I think, almost last place 2 years ago to almost winning women's soccer this year. Al Smith comes to bat. Game tied now. Here's a pitch from Chance to Smith. 1-6. That's a split chance base hit for Al Smith. Sox might not be done here. C stealing. That would be 1-9 with the 2 deduction for the catcher. If he decides to go, Gene Freeze is the batter. 6-5 is a drive by Gene Freeze. It might be 1-9, and it's a 2. It is out of here. White Sox score 3 runs off little Bobby Shantz in the top of the 9th inning to take a 8-6 lead over New York. And this could eliminate the Yankees. Timeout. We're going to replace Bobby Shantz. We can close the book on him. He pitches 1/3 of an inning and gives up 3 runs. It'll be Luis Arroyo. 2.85 ERA, 5-1. The usual closer for the Yankees. And he is facing Jim Landis with 1 out and 3 runs in. Let me write down Arroyo. Arroyo is the 4th Yankee pitcher in the game today. 4-9 is a line out to Clete Boyer at third base. 2 outs. Sherman Waller. 2-9 is another long drive. It's off the wall. Waller will settle in at second base with a double. He is 2 for 5. Not very fast. Let me see. Wes Kimmer is due to bat, and I'm not sure. I don't think I really have any better pitching options. Herb Score is tired from pitching in the first game, and Mike Garcia is about all that's left in Turk Lown. Actually, Garcia, well, Lown would be okay. So Lown gets up. He's working in the bullpen. We're going to have a pitch hitter. That'll be it for Russ Kimmerer. Kimmerer pitches 3 innings. Gives up 2. And the pitch batter is going to be let's see, you could choose looking for Ted Kluszewski. So we got a runner on second, 2 down, and looking through the cards for Mr. Kluszewski. Not seeing him. I wonder if he got mixed up in the Yankee pile. That's a good possibility. All right. Not finding Kluszewski, but I do find Earl Torgerson. We'll go with Earl Torgerson to pitch hit. Former Boston Brave. Here's a pitch to Torgerson. 1-3 is going to be a ground out to Moose Gowan at first base. 3 unassisted. That closes out the inning, but the White Sox score 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. It is Chicago 8 and New York 6. Chicago scored 5 runs in the first and 3 in the 8th inning. All right, here we go with a new pitcher for, let's see, White Sox, and he is Turk Lown. Turk Lown was a long time and very successful reliever. He played with the Cubs, I know, in the 50s. May have been a starter then, and was very, very good reliever for the 59 White Sox. In 60, he was 3.9 ERA, 2-3 record. He will be facing the middle of the Yankee order. That's going to be Kubek, Mel, and Maris. But he's got a 2-run lead. Let's see if he can hold it against these Bronx Bombers. Here's the pitch to Tony Kubek, 2-8. Ground ball to third base. 1 away. We have somebody else with us, Brian Van Beek, who agreed with Bruins fan about Mahomes' wife being a little bit outgoing. But they're doing good things in Kansas City, he says. Remember watching his dad, Mahomes, that would be Pat Mahomes II, pitch for the Twins. As you know, Brian and Bruins fan Pat Mahomes pitched, Chiefs quarterback and his wife had a new baby here last week. The first child is a girl named Sterling, and this child is named Bronze. That was Jackson, his brother Jackson's idea, because the official name is Patrick Mahomes III for the new baby, and they're calling him Bronze since they named their first girl Sterling. All right, here's Mickey Mantle. Only 2 outs left for these Yankees. 2-6 is a base hit for the Mick. Good to see him not over swinging, 2 runs down. Now they get the potential tying run to the plate, and that's Roger Maris. 39 homers in 1960. Loudon will want to be careful here. Here's the pitch to Roger. 2-9 is a pop-up on the infield. Roy Severs is calling for it and makes the catch. 2 outs, and Turk Loudon takes a big sigh of relief here. Bill Skowron, 26 homers, 309 hitter, is the Yankees' last chance. Roll. 2-6 is hit on the ground to the shortstop, Louis Aparicio. Worst place to hit it. He's a great fielder. The throw to first. 3 outs, and that's the ball game. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. Final score, Chicago White Sox 8 and the New York Yankees 6. Let's count the hits real quick. 8, 9, 10. That's 7 hits, Sox in the first inning. 8, 9, 10, and 11. They committed no errors. Yankees had 6 runs. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. And the Yankees had 1 error. That was in the first inning. The winning pitcher for, let's see, first of all, Turk Loudon will get a save. The winning pitcher will be Russ Kemmerer, and the loser is Bobby. Let's see. Yeah, Bobby Shantz takes the loss. All right, now Kansas City needs to fix their baseball team. Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to happen. John Sherman is their owner. He's been campaigning that the Royals lease runs out. I'm going to change this. Royals lease will run out in 2030. So he's putting his feet in the water and seeing if he can, if there's any interest in Kansas City to build a stadium. Oh, hold on a second. I shouldn't have took this out of my phone when I was shutting it off. But anyway, they were running a flag up the pole to see if Kansas City is willing to build a new downtown stadium. And I think the sentiment here is fix your team first. And that's kind of my feeling also. I don't see him pouring a lot of money into his ball club. And I don't see how we're going to improve much over last year. They found a first baseman, Vinny Pasquina. He looks like he'll be okay. Bobby Witt at shortstop. I'm not sure they'll keep him at shortstop. He might move to second and put Nicky Lopez at shortstop. And Brady Singer had a breakout year on the mound. But other than that, I don't see them doing much. Cubs signed Cody Bellinger. He is kind of inconsistent. I'm not sure what we're going to get out of him. But anyway, guys, Brian, thanks for joining us. Also a Bruins fan. And I think I've got your email. I can send you an invite. I usually set the invite to Dan to be on our show on Tuesday. Send that out on Monday. And if you'd like to, and you know you're free at 6 o'clock next Tuesday, would love to have you join me on the show. Did you hope you enjoyed the extra videos I put in that show last night? Lori did that for me, and I liked the way the show went last night. So thank you. You all have a great day. Have a good day, and God bless.